I would hate to be prison raped. Because, like, what am I supposed to do in that situation? Hello, officer? That man raped me. Alright, well, we'll, put him right there then. My name's Ty. I was named after my grandpa's uncle's best friend's favorite thing to choke himself with. One time I introduced myself to this guy, and I was like, hello, my name's Ty. And he's like, oh really, my name's Ty too. I was like, you fucking asshole. You think adding a 2 after your name makes you an upgrade? So I was walking around the other day because it was really nice weather, like it fucking should be for March. What is this? I was walking around the other day and I saw a dead bird on the road, and like the thing that caught my attention about it was like the bird just looked smashed, like it had like had a heart attack in mid-air and just plummeted. And I was like, that bird not realize it was gonna die? Like most animals realize when they're gonna die. Like wolves know. Even humans can get a sense of when they're gonna die. Like when a human knows it's gonna die, like it will move in with its kids and then criticize all of its son's decisions. I had really crooked teeth. Really crooked teeth. When you have crooked teeth, it's really hard because you look like a criminal, which makes it really hard to be a criminal. I know. It's also really hard to be single because when you smile, women are supposed to be like, oh, he seems nice. But when I smile, women are like, is that Stonehenge? I always remember, like, when I was a kid and we'd read those stories like about like child-eating monsters. The monster was always described as having like ugly teeth, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I would eat a kid too if he wrote a mean story about me. When I was a kid, I thought all I needed was just more toothpaste, but now I'm an adult and I realize that what I need is more toothpaste. But I can't get my teeth fixed. I can't get my teeth fixed because I went to the dentist, and this is true. I found out that I have poverty. Getting close to home? What kind of music do you guys like?
Alternative.
That's right. It doesn't matter what you say. Like, I'm just going to ignore it. I like indie music. I like alternative music. I really like that stuff. But, like, a lot of the singers sing about being alone, and like, how do you think the rest of the band members feel about that? Like the singer's just out there like, I spent another night alone, and the drummer's in the background getting his feelings hurt. Like, you said you were busy. Hey, so this is relatable. Don't you guys hate it when one of your favorite musicians turns out to be a pedophile? I hate it. It's happened to me a few times, which I don't know what that says about me, but I hate it because like I can't listen to them anymore. Because like when I listen to a musician, like when I listen to the lyrics, like I have to relate to the lyrics. And like when I know that you're a pedophile, all your lyrics gets in through a pedophile filter in my brain. Like here's an example from a musician that I used to like. You left your t-shirt in my room. It used to smell like your perfume. Poignant. Then I pedophile filter it, and that shirt has Disney princesses on it and smells like Starburst. That joke's called Get Ready. I took a personality quiz online to find out what kind of fruit I am. I'm a pear. I don't know what to do with this information, so I've just been putting it on my dating profiles. Describe your personality? Pear. But now that I didn't even know that fruits had personalities, but now that I do, I petition that we change the name of passion fruit to heartless bitch fruit. I think it's a really good thing that Cheetos are not sentient beings. Because if they were, it'd be really easy for them to figure out which one of us killed one of them. It was him! What? What are you talking about? I'm really poor, so I eat a lot of instant noodles. And I found out why instant noodles are called that. It's because of how fast after eating them you feel ashamed of yourself. I dated a girl who told me to stop trying to put words in her mouth. So I had to stop giving her fortune cookies. That joke is funnier than what you're giving it credit for. Growing up, I always hated vegetables. It didn't even matter to me, my grandmother was one. she did let me try it as a fetus. I never slept with a stuffed animal when I was growing up. Never had the courage to ask one out. I want to start a line of stuffed animals, and I want to call them Why Do You Care Bears. And when you hug them, they ask you really uncomfortable questions. Like, do you have hair down there? Why do you care, Bear? And to be honest, I didn't care if that joke got a laugh or not, because that is going to be in my act forever. Growing up, a lot of girls would go through a raccoon phase. You guys know what that is? It's where the makeup looked like a raccoon. Well, actually, I went through my own raccoon phase when I was growing up. And that stopped really, really fast because my mom made me stop after the neighbors complained about it. They were like, what your son is doing is wrong. It's immoral. He is tearing into our trash at night. Hey, did you guys know that peanut butter can actually help you stay looking young for a really long time? If you're allergic to it. Which I am. I'm allergic to it. If I have any peanut butter, then my throat will swell up and I won't be able to breathe. And it made it really hard for me to fit in with the other kids, like that in my teeth. It made it really hard for me to fit in with the other kids. I always felt like such a freak because while everybody else was enjoying their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, I would be off to the side just having a terrible time with mine. I had a lot of stress when I was growing up because my dad tried to live vicariously through me. He always wanted to not have a dad. I liked to draw when I was a kid. And my mom loved putting my drawings up on the fridge, especially the ones that I wasn't really that proud of. And I asked her why she did that, and she said it was a combination of two of her favorite things. Food and public shaming. So I was raised by a kind of an emotionally abusive woman. I mean, like, I'm a comedian, so like I didn't really turn out like okay, but you know, like on the worst end of the scale is serial killer. So like, but like what's weird is like on the opposite end of the scale is like there are actually men who, if they were raised by abusive women, that becomes their fetish later on in life. That becomes, which like, way to turn it around, perverts. PTSD? Fuck that. Lube up the strap on, Ivana. Behind every great man is a woman if you're kinky. Thank you. Fetishes fascinate me. I love fetishes. They're interesting because, like, to have a certain fetish, like, something very specific has to happen to you. Like, nobody's just growing up one day and is all of a sudden just like, midgets. You guys know what furries are?
Yes.
Don't know. They're just people who dress up in animal mascot costumes, and from the videos I've seen, dry hump each other. And I really want two furries to have a kid because I really want to hear that sex talk. Like, all right, Tom, time to tell you about the birds and the bees and the deer and the rabbits and the foxes. I used to be a sketch artist for police, but I got fired because I can only draw anime characters. Police are looking for a man with large hair, large eyes, and an even larger sword. He was seen fleeing the farm with a Pokemon and getting into the sea of an 06 giant robot. Police believe this is unrelated to reports of a serial rapist whom, as this sketch shows, has temples. I love the fact that everybody knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
Because you're true.
Big hentai fancy? I used to love anime a lot. I really did. I always loved it. I still love it now. I just used to love it like too much. Like I actually used to act like an anime character. Like I wasn't really that heroic. I didn't really speak Japanese. I just was unable to talk to real people. And there was this one show I had like all the merchandise from. Like I even had a replica cursed sword from one of my favorite shows. And as it turns out, the sword was fake, but the curse was real. And the curse was, apparently, whoever looked at the sword would refuse to fuck me. I'm a huge nerd, I'm a geek, I love Greek mythology. Greek mythology brings us the story of the Hydra, which is a multi-headed snake monster, where if you cut off one of its heads, 2 more would grow in its place. And when I read that, I thought, thank God dicks don't work like that. Because they would be everywhere. Guys would never leave their room, it's like I'm playing bagpipes!
Yeah.
I don't know how to play bagpipes. Let's go into religion. That doesn't offend anybody. I believe that God really is a father. I do. Because, like mine, he didn't exist in my house. I also think that God is an introvert, which is why it's so hard to see him, ever. Like, you're in a hostage situation, like, where's your God now? He's fucking in his room. I dated a girl who went to Catholic school for like 3 years, and she told me that that's the reason why she's an atheist. And I was like, so, you still have the uniform? I had this very religious aunt, super religious, crazy religious nut job, and the way she died was kind of eerie, actually. She was actually in a mall and preaching at strangers when her heart stopped after she set the bomb on her chest off. Alright, I'm almost done here. I got a few more questions for everybody here, though. There's obviously not any Hindus in the audience. But I have a question for Hindus. I want to know, because they believe in reincarnation. And when you die, if you have good karma because you did good things, you become something positive, like a rich person or a really attractive person. But if you do bad things and you have bad karma, you get reborn as something less negative, like a poor person or a cripple or a woman in India. Or if you're really, that's true, don't say that. And if you're really bad, you can get turned into an animal. And one of my questions for them is how specific are those guidelines? What kind of crimes do I have to commit if I want to be like a hamster? I have to jaywalk, loiter, kill 6 million Jews.